All right, good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Tuesday. You know what that means? It's time for the number one sports podcast in the world. It's time for Sports for You. Live on YouTube. I'm John. That's Mark.
You're
Nick Freeze is on the way. I see our girl Bella's in the building. Brick City. Obviously, she's getting ready for Championship Sunday. So we're live on YouTube, X, and Facebook. So make sure you subscribe to Sports for You podcast on YouTube. Follow us on X and Facebook and Instagram at Sports for You Podcast. Follow yours truly at John Watson0984. Follow Mark on Instagram at Hi I'm Mark, Hi I'm Mark1 on X, and follow Nick at 99 Gorilla. Lots to talk about as we are getting ready. We are 5 days away from Championship Sunday in the NFL. What up, Sam? And obviously determine who will be heading to the Super Bowl. Will it be the the March Buffalo Bills, the reigning back-to-back Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, the Philadelphia Eagles, or the team that has everybody caught off guard, has caught the world of everybody in the Washington Commanders? Um, but before we get there, we'll definitely want to get into obviously what happened in the last 24 hours, right? In the last 24 hours, we have new national champions in the world of college football and that of the Ohio State Buckeyes. They beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish 34-23 in the college football playoff national championship in Atlanta last night. Ryan Day wins his first national championship as a head coach. Um, and now he joins the Urban Meyer, Jim Tressel, Woody Hayes, as those coaches who have won national championships in Columbus, Ohio. Um, start with the game. First half, it looked like Ohio State was just going to take this game and just run away with it easily. Well, Christy, it's snowing in Florida. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Hmm.
Um, well, we'll definitely talk about your new additions to your bear, Christy. But it looked like Ohio State was about to run away with this, and it was about to be an ugly game, but it ended up not being that. It ended up being in the second half, Notre Dame found some life, but it was just a little too late. Obviously, a missed field goal by Jeter, and then they convert that huge third down by with Jeremiah Smith wide open. So now the question is, what who's going to be what is next now for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish next year? We'll get into the champs because obviously this is more about them. Marcus Freeman, coach had a good year. He had a good year. I think he obviously made some mistakes. What up, Cody? Obviously, Christy sending Mark some positive vibes. And I think he made some mistakes. What was your thought? We was watching the game over the Homie Fan House last night. Myself, Will, of course, our boy Josh, our boy Dash. We was all watching the game last night. Shout out to Nessa in the chat. Shout out online my dreaming. Um, and the final minutes of the game. Notre Dame has all three of their timeouts. Marcus Freeman chooses to use two before the 2 minute warning.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching, and Will and Josh were saying that Eric's obviously Fat's here. Shout out to Mom's Fat. And obviously was watching the game with Fat because he's our resident Notre Dame fan.
Shout out to Fat.
What was your reaction to Marcus Freeman taking those timeouts before the 2 minute warning?
Not mad at it. You got to extend the game. You got to. I mean, at that point, you banking it was on defense, right?
Yeah.
He was banking to get a stop. So you know what I'm saying. If you can, you got to make the game as long as possible. So I'm not mad at that because if it would have worked out, then we talking about a whole different thing right now.
I agree. it was and look, Mark extremely coached the game, but just obviously this wasn't the year. This year, as Fat said, they only got 5 players off, only losing 5 players, so the majority of the team will be back. The question is, who's going to be the quarterback next year? Obviously, they're probably going to lose. Probably Abdul. Well, no, Abdul Parker, but they're going to come back with most of their team intact. But obviously, Notre Dame proved that they don't need to be in a conference for a natty.
I wouldn't even let them on the stage.
I really shouldn't either. I should keep this dude backstage for just that blasphemy.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
This blasphemy. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Nick Freeze is in the house. Nick,
what it do, y'all?
What's wrong with you?
What happened?
Dog, like
y'all all right?
Me and Mark can't read, huh? Mute. Yeah. Playing that crap. I said you should just mute it. Playing that crap. What's wrong with Nick, man? Play the weakest loud song in the world of hip hop.
That nigga said you owe me what, like 40 acres for blacks.
That song is trash. That song is trash. And Nas is my favorite. That song is trash.
That was the best part of the song.
That's not saying much.
Best part of the song is when I skip it.
That song is great when I don't.
Oh. Hey, y'all need to stop. Y'all need to stop the hate, dog.
No, Nessa, we're not playing that song.
See, there we go. Look, you see what I'm saying? Y'all hating. That's crazy.
Y'all want to hear that? Y'all got all the non songs in the world. They want to hear
what?
Only Illmatic, Ain't Hard to Tell, One Love.
What up, y'all?
The Gap Man.
Nick, what up with it?
What up? Oh shit. Oh shit. We got Fat in the house.
Play the song. We can't be losing money.
Oh, no. They gonna shut everything down if I play the song. No, that ain't gonna work. That ain't gonna work. No. No. What I played right there was too much already. So yeah, we good.
Yeah, that was enough. That was too much, and that was too much.
No. What you playing a song was too much.
No, that was just ridiculous. That song is true as ass. But yeah.
Y'all need to relax, fam.
That song is trash, Nick. You know that, man.
Anyway, go ahead, John. Go back to the.
Back to the topic in here. The national championship last night. Notre Dame had a good effort, but obviously Ohio State was a better team. And Nick, you ain't right. You all the cups in the world.
That's my water cup, dog.
But it was a good game in the second half. But I was asking Mark using those 2 timeouts before the 2-minute one. Nick, can you hear me?
So I can't hear you.
Hold on. Let me turn down the 99 group. Hold on.
Oh yeah. Cut that down just a tidbit. Now say it again. My bad, brothers.
All right, hold on. Let me turn down the live. Hold on.
There you go. Can you hear us now?
Yeah, we good now.
All right, cool. I was saying a little bit. I was saying, Nick, what did you make of Marcus Freeman going for the timeouts with the right before the 2-minute warning?
I'm not mad at that.
They had all their timeouts.
I'm not mad at it. What the fuck is that?
Got some features on the StreamYard.
What the fuck is going on?
Nah, dog. Play me. Nah, we go play music. We playing that.
Wait. What the hell is that?
I don't know. John tripping, dog.
John, just cut the music off, dog. Just cut the music off. That was crazy.
So I was asking. Oh, Paco's in the house. You know Paco. So Paco was lit last night. I was asking Nick, what did you make
as he should.
Before the 2-minute warning?
At that point, what they was down by like 8 or 7.
8.
They was down by 8. The thing is that in that situation, I'm not mad at it because he's trusting his team to get a stop, and he's like, it's kind of like this, dog. If you let's say for example, they get like a third down stop or whatever, and he already used 2 of his timeouts. The 2-minute warning is basically another timeout in so many ways. So it's like you're basically working with 4 timeouts at that point.
Right. They call it the 2-minute timeout. They don't call it the 2-minute warning. So but we know
same difference.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So it's essentially another timeout. So I'm not mad at that because at the end of the day, he has faith in his team because at that point they did have momentum. So I'm not mad at it. They had stopped Ohio State from scoring. They got the turnover. They had scored. You know, and at one point they was down 31-7.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know, he trusted. He was. Hey, look. He had momentum on his side, and he went right for it. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it at all. I mean, if it worked, we'd be calling him a genius. You feel me? So I was trying to figure out why the hell Ohio State waited until that one play to give Jeremiah Smith the damn football in the second half.
That and you gotta ask you definitely asked Ryan Day and Chip Kelly. That was there. You definitely asked after Ryan Day or Chip Kelly.
I understand that Notre Dame's first and foremost. No, I hate saying this about Notre Dame too, but their corners are very, very good. They're very, very good. So I understand why. I think I brought it up on the show. Like the way for Ohio State, in order for them to beat Notre Dame was they have to be one of those teams to keep the pressure up on their DBs, and they definitely have the talent and wide receiver to do that. And don't get me, but at the end of the day, Notre Dame they fought. They fought. They did the best they could to come back. The better team just won that day. And you know, if you're a Buckeyes fan, you know you're going crazy right now. And if you're a USC fan like me, you're laughing.
Well, let's talk about the champ. Obviously, they're the first team to win in this new college football playing playoff format with 12 teams. They didn't win their conference. They were up, but they got on a run. Look, I know what I said. What I said about Ryan Day, and I stand by it. But he backed it up. Pause.
What the fuck?
Whoa!
I clearly said pause.
Whoa! I don't know that pause didn't help. That was crazy.
I clearly said pause. He really coached a clinic in the playoffs. It was either against my coach, Guy Teufel, whether it was obviously he went up against your boy Dan Lanning, where it was against Stark, yesterday against Marcus Freeman. He did his job and he got the job done, setting his career win and got his first national championship, and obviously Ohio's first one since 2014 under Urban Meyer, where he was an assistant. So obviously, this puts to me it put to bed about his job security, because I mean, once you win a national championship with this new way that things are going to be going forward, that should save you a little bit of. That should give you a little bit of job security, and currently I don't think he's getting fired unless they just, like I said, wet the bed against us in the first round. So Ryan Day's a good coach, and you can truly know that he's embraced by. He's not embraced by everybody in the Buckeyes community, but he's embraced by most. Because I saw how emotional Kirk Herbstreit was after the game. He's friends with Ryan Day. Obviously, Herbie was a quarterback at Ohio State. He knows
that's why he was like that.
Well, yeah, but you also know personally what Ryan Day has been through. He got personal security at his house because he gets receiving death threats. Kids receive death threats. It's just, I mean, it's only football, dude. Look, it's only football. And Chip Kelly, how about that? He leaves UCLA, goes to be an OC, and gets a national championship his first year. Mark, start with you. What did you make of the job Ryan Day did from all playoff all the way up to last night?
Georgia.
What about him?
He said, "What about him?"
Fuck all this college football shit, man. That shit ended 2 weeks ago. Fuck all that.
Drell said Notre Dame didn't have the horses to go blow for blow. I just glad they made it a good game. Rocco, relax. I know
what happened?
Said Mark, you can't do that at Georgia.
Hey man. The wind blow in the wrong side every once in a while. So celebrate this year, dog. It ain't happening no more no time soon. But no, I'm happy for Ryan Day, man. All BS time, I'm happy for Ryan Day, man. They like you said, he was on the cusp of getting of getting out of there because especially losing to Michigan.
4 straight years.
4 straight years losing to Michigan.
And 4 years without a Big Ten.
They won a championship? Oh yeah. 4 years without winning a Big Ten championship? Yeah, no, but at the end of the day, he won a national championship. That's all that matters. So
me personally, look, Tennessee ain't won a national championship since 1998. I kill to have Ohio State problems. Where Brandon Bean, not Mark Jim. They said I've been with Ryan Day, but I never got personal with him. Some Ohio State fans were toxic that time. I know what a toxic fan base is like, Brandon. I'm a Lakers fan, so trust me. I live it 24. I live it every day. But obviously, and then this is where the NIL situation kicks in because Ohio State did have the highest NIL salary at $20 million. Guess who's number two? Guess who's number two?
What? It was Notre Dame, wasn't it?
No,
it was Oregon.
It was Tennessee. Oregon was 3.
It was y'all?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought it was Oregon. Oregon was 3. And then Texas was 4. So just like that, Ohio State, bop, took out the top 3, the 3 best Ohio State, the top other 3 in NIL.
Well,
but you know something, Jar? That had nothing to do with the NIL. The thing is,
no, it didn't.
What really got them to win was the fact of they had most of the people they brought back so many seniors. You know, they probably have about 6 people that could have left last year and be playing in the league, but they didn't. Ryan Day convinced them to come back, and he did what he had to make sure that they were well compensated for coming back, and it paid off at the very end because JTT could have left, Sawyer could have left, Mecca could have left, Travion Henderson could have left. They had like 2 offensive linemen that could have left.
What did you just say the receiver name was?
Mecca.
Yeah, they all got some African nigga on their team. You can't pronounce his name. But yeah, he could have left. So they had people that, and a lot of those people could have been like first, second round picks. Those guys are good.
They didn't bring up the $20 million roster and also some should have been taken away for a win like that. That's funny, Drell. Shout out to Big Drell and shout out to Champ. Nick was on their show on Saturday night. On their show Saturday night. Shout out. And then they just torched the comments talking about TNA.
That's hate.
It was funny though.
I thought it was TNT.
Now that's the closest.
Are you okay, dog?
Who, John?
Both of y'all.
No, but it was a good game. Congratulations, Ohio State. They did their thing, and now we move on to next year. See what happens. Who's not going in the draft? All right.
Hey.
What's up?
You want to hear something crazy?
That's Russ.
Hey, there's a strong possibility that USC's third best receiver from last year got all the accolades. Jacoby Lane.
Right.
He was our third best. I watched all the USC games. He is our third best receiver. He just a guy who got the ball on time. Our two best receivers left. That
dude is
Mark, imagine if y'all would have had our receiving core.
I don't want to imagine that.
Dog, all we needed was a quarterback. Our receiving core was top tier.
Mm-hmm.
Top tier. Probably one of the best in the fucking country. Stupid ass. Man, I don't even talk about this nigga no more. Go ahead, John.
But yeah, it was a good. Like I said, it was a good game. Let's put a bow on the playoffs. Was the 12 team playoff first year a thumbs up or a thumbs down?
I had no problem with it at all.
Maybe the seeding could be done different, but other than that, that's nitpicking that shit. You're just trying to find something, but it doesn't really wrong with that.
The question we asked, should they get rid of the bye? I mean,
no.
Get rid of weeks. Let me be clear.
The weeks?
You a Georgia fan?
Yeah, that's Drill.
Oh, okay.
And we got Zachariah Branson. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's Drill. That's Drill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Drill, Georgia.
I was him a champ. He was in Georgia, but
they Georgia everything. Well, except for champ, he a Laker fan. He don't do the Hawks.
Further.
So yeah, that's just one question. Everybody was wondering, should they get rid of the whole seeding where basically you just ain't nobody has a bye week. But I'm like, I mean, you earned it, whatever. So we'll see what happens next year. So we're about 5 days away from Championship Sunday. Championship Sunday. Let's go ahead and recap. And obviously, we're not making picks till Friday, of course. But let's recap how our picks went for this divisional weekend.
I know mine got shot to shit.
Obviously, and we'll talk about the games after that, after we go to Cancun. Before we go to Cancun. But yeah, the Chiefs did defeat the Texans.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, the game we won. And obviously, the biggest upset of the weekend.
Picked the Texans. Mm-hmm.
The Commanders. The Commanders defeated the number 1 seeded Detroit Lions.
Hey man,
the Commanders.
Look, that injury. Hey, look, I told. Remember, I said during the season, I was like, eventually, the injury thing is going to catch up with Detroit. Hopefully, it'll happen in the playoffs. Oh man, it happened at the worst time. It happened at the worst time because they needed all the defenders that was missing.
It happened before.
They needed all of them before that. They needed every single one of them.
And then on Sunday we had the snow games. We had 2 snow games. We had the Eagles defeat the Rams.
Giants, Eagles. Everybody picked the Eagles. I want to say. I hope.
If Tig was there, he for sure didn't pick them.
Oh no, T picked the Rams.
Mhm.
Sam Rams.
Because all the Rams fans picked the Rams.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Rams turned into a better game than what most people thought it was gonna be. I said it was gonna be a game.
Yeah.
And then Mark, your Buffalo Bills in the game of the weekend defeated the Baltimore Ravens 27-25.
Boy, this topic has been boiling the whole entire weekend.
Oh yeah, we are, and we're about to talk about it.
I need for everybody to relax on Lamar though.
I said the same thing.
I need for everybody to relax. This is one of the few times where I can't really put this L on him. They need to relax.
He did everything. Look, you can't have the 2 turnovers. True, you can't. That interception was awful. The fumble,
But they overcame him.
The fumble.
Thanks to the ref.
The fumble just stay down, bro.
Excuse me.
Relax. And
but I be saying that at awkward times too.
Yo, you ain't right. But anyway, but he did what a 2-time MVP quarterback supposed to do. He drove his team down the field. He got the touchdown. He got him in position to tie the game. Unfortunately, Mark Andrews, and God bless him, had a moment.
He had a couple of moments.
Oh, he did. He had the fumble.
Dog. This nigga has to be. If I was Mark Andrews after that game, dog, I would not know how to feel. I'd be like, dog, I would call for personal protection.
Sports
PSP, what up, fam? I know he's a happy man.
He's
for sure.
Getting ready for Sunday. I was watching Good Morning Football this morning, my guys. And Peter Schrager went through this reel of some of the best players in NFL history who had a moment like Mark Andrews did on Sunday. Does the name Jackie Smith ring a bell?
No.
You know who Jackie Smith is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nick, I'm gonna say this: Cowboys Steelers.
Oh, the nigga from the Steelers that dropped the nigga from the Cowboys that dropped that pass, that easy pass. Oh yeah, that was a doofus move too.
Every tight end record. I think he was with the Cardinals. I think he played spent most of his career with the St. Louis Cardinals. Then he gets to the Cowboys, wide open in the end zone. Another person. It was his long snapper named Tunick or something.
See, that was the problem, John. That's the problem, John. He's a tight end. He used to be the wide receiver.
Hey, yo! But there was this other long snapper.
Sometimes when she come in that tight end, she leave a wide receiver.
Y'all good, man?
She got some good snapper.
What up, Candace? Andrew's gonna be found in the back of a Buick truck.
Shout out to mac and cheese, right?
Shout out to the good snapper.
You crazy.
Y'all niggas is funny.
But yeah. Then there was this long snapper. I guess he played for I forgot who he played with all his career, but he played with the Giants. And he was a long snapper that had that snap against the Giants were in the playoffs against the 49ers.
What's up, Candace?
And they lost, and with Kerry Collins was still the quarterback.
Oh my God.
This one always will be. I hated this one because I really wanted to see this happening. The name you remember this name, Gary Anderson.
You all right, fam?
What? Y'all remember?
Go ahead, John.
Y'all remember Gary Anderson? Was the kicker for the Vikings.
Yep.
35 for 35 the entire season. NFC Championship, Vikings, Randy Moss's rookie year. against the Atlanta Falcons. Line up, I think, like a 25-yarder and goes wide left.
John, I'm not even gonna lie to you. You should be happy that happened because I ain't gonna lie to you. They might have beat the shit out of y'all if y'all would have played them.
I don't know. The same way they couldn't stop Moss, we probably couldn't stop Moss. Nobody was stopping TD at that time.
They had a better chance stopping TD. Y'all did have to stop Moss.
Hey,
hey, Atlanta. You right. Hey, Atlanta, they had no John Randall.
Hey, we had no John Randall, but we still had Atwater, we still had Darian Gordon, we still had Neil Smith, still had Keith Traylor, Albert Williams, John Mobley. I can go on and on about how good our defense was. Ain't no dude, none of them better than John Randall. But we still had them dudes and we had the MVP on our squad to move and get 30 the ball, and let's get to the house. And we did that against the Falcons. Get out of here with that stupid dirty bird den. Had Jermaine Dupri and freaking Jermaine Dupri was at the Super Bowl doing the dirty bird. Yeah, dirty bird, yeah. So I took the L out of here. Freaking so deaf. Yeah, you're so deaf. Yeah, get a hearing aid. We're hearing all the fireworks after the Broncos won the Super Bowl.
That's hate, John. Unnecessary hate too.
All that was unnecessary.
God damn it!
It really was. John took an unnecessary. Hey, it's not even about that suit. He just took a necessary shot at the Falcons. That's crazy.
Man, they weren't even playing the Broncos. Why he get so riled up?
We did. That's what we beat in the Super Bowl.
No, we're talking about
like, but obviously, but Gary Anderson lost us the game. But then the most infamous one, Ernest Biner.
Oh no.
But here's the look. Mark Andrews is going to bounce back. Right now, he wants to be off the grid, and I don't blame him. But he's going to bounce back. He's still one of the best. He's still one of the best PEs in the NFL. He's top five. He's top five right now, easy. But
could be a future Hall of Famer.
And by the way, remember Nick? They took two dudes at that position in that draft.
Mm-hmm.
They took Hayden Hurst in the first one.
I remember that.
And then they took Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Andrews and Orlando Brown Jr. in the third round. R.I.P. Orlando Sr.
Yeah. Hey, what year was that draft again? I'm about to see what they could have drafted instead.
That was the 2018 draft.
All right, you're looking at. Go ahead.
With a certain quarterback from Wyoming. That
nigga's the man now.
So I saved Ernest Biner because obviously everybody remembers the fumble in the AFC Championship against the Broncos. But do anyone remember where Ernest Biner ended his career? And I don't mean to bring up bad memories, Mark. I'm sorry. I remember his career.
Washington.
That's right. They played Mark's Bills in the Super Bowl. Guess who got the first touchdown in that Super Bowl? It was Ernest Biner. So to Mark Andrews, go be with your family. By the way, shout out to Bills Mafia for raising all the money for their charity, like they normally do. They're real ones.
They chose Hayden Hurst for Calvin Ridley?
Yes.
Oh no. Hell no. Hell, they was tripping.
Calvin Ridley was
yes. Yes, he was drafted right after Hayden Hurst.
Wow. So you tell me
they was tripping. They was tripping.
And then they had to move back into the first round to get Lamar.
Dog. Hold on. Bruh, yeah, go ahead. I gotta see they roster I gotta see the justification behind it. I remember Calvin Ridley his last year at Alabama. That nigga wasn't no joke.
I know. Amari Cooper said he was better than him.
Amari Cooper lost his motherfucking mind.
I didn't believe him, but I'm like, dude,
you know they're the same age?
No way.
They played in the same school. They played in the same high school. They're the same age, dog.
Boy must been like a super senior or something, dude.
That's why he went to Bama.
Yo, that's paid, but that's hilarious. But like I said, Mark Andrews can bounce back and recover from this, and he'll end up, and eventually, I think he'll be all right. So let's just dissect these games one by one, and then we'll go to Cancun, and we'll go to the coaching carousel in the NFL because it's spinning right now. Saturday, let's start with the first game. Chiefs and the Texans. Shannon Sharp brought this up on First Take. There was one common denominator with all four teams that with all losses this weekend. Turnovers. Yeah. The only team that lost and didn't commit a turnover was the Texans. But guess what happened? But they got sacked 8 times. Nick, you want to see something in that draft that's making you wondering what was wrong with the Ravens?
No, I'm looking at the Ravens roster that year, and they honestly could have drafted anybody else besides wait. They didn't even start Hayden Hurst that year. They started Nick Boyle. Nah, this is crazy. Nah, this is out of pocket. John, yeah. They had Alex Collins at running back, right? Sony Michel was still available. Yeah, they had John Brown, Crabtree, and Willie Snead at wide receiver. Nah, player.
Crabtree.
Nah. Ozzie Newsome was tripping. That wasn't a few times. He was wild.
Well, Nick Chubb was available too.
Well, it's understandable why he wasn't drafted in the first round. The injury was a big concern. The talent-wise, he's first round, no doubt about it. But the injury concern, I understand why you want to use him in the first round pick. But I don't think Sony Michel should have been drafted before Nick Chubb injury or not. That doesn't even sound right at all.
Watch your mouth. Just watch it.
Yeah. Dog. I don't give a damn he wasn't at Georgia. We know damn well he was never better than Nick Chubb.
Georgia, dog.
Nick Chubb would have a foot and 3 toes left over, still better than him.
See, that's hate right there.
No, it's not. That's how good Nick Chubb is. That's how good Nick Chubb is.
3 toes and Sonny Michel was nice at Georgia, man. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, he was. But he definitely got that time to shine because of that injury.
If he was at any other college, he might have been the best running back in the country.
I don't know about that one.
Yep. Because he can do everything on the field. But go ahead, though.
Hold on, my nigga. Go ahead.
This game had everything. Had good calls. Had bad calls. Had bad calls.
Sorry, niggas.
Boy, yeah, these dudes, man.
No, me and my white what?
Huh?
Now losing to Wake Forest like Tim Duncan and Chris Paul got eligibility. Like, where's Randolph Childress?
Nah. If he was at any other college, he for sure would still be the second best.
This man's crazy.
But the game, I guess, if you think about, all right, the game clearly the Texans, that O-line, man, they left C.J. Stroud for dead. Karlaftis had a game, 3 sacks alone. He was just getting home like it was nothing. Hype, what up with it? I need the Redskins to win on Sunday. First of all, Hype, you're not supposed to root for any one of those teams.
John, here's the reason why he's doing that. Because he stays in Philly. He don't want to hear none of the Philly shit. That's the whole reason why. If I was him, I'd need to say the same thing.
People still trying to wonder how's a Philly fan living, a Dallas fan living in Philly.
Explain that.
Hey man, I know this, but it makes good conversation for the show. Hype's the homie, he know what it is. But yeah. the game alone, obviously, bad call. I mean, obviously the Will Anderson call, awful. The call on Henry Tolotu and super awful. I said this in our group chat, and I said it in the comments when you was doing the show with Champ and Drell on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
This whole fake slide, flop, like Mahomes flopping and all that other crap. This is gonna be a real polarizing topic when the competition committee.
No, it won't.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
No, it's not, John.
You're right, but they're not.
You're not wrong in what you're saying, but look, who did it, John?
Patrick Mahomes.
It's not gonna change.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dog. You know what you do on plays like that?
Hit him.
I'll be like, look here, dog. Somebody got to knock him on his ass, and we'll pay the fine. Just make sure it's not bad. Make sure it's not bad enough you get kicked out the game, but we'll pay the fine.
Make him think about making business decisions.
I said that too. You go get the penalty, make it count.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make it
like
count.
For example, when he did that flop, you know what I would have did? I would have. All right, you gonna flop? I'm gonna fall on you. Whoop. Might as well. I'm gonna get the call anyways.
Yep.
That's whack though. And the wackest call was the one they called where he didn't even get hit. I've never seen that before. How the hell they hit each other and he didn't get touched?
And it's bad. I mean, Troy Aikman's a quarterback, but let's be clear. He's out of all the quarterbacks who call games, he's probably the most liberal analyst out there, and he hated both penalties.
And that's coming from somebody who retired because of concussions.
Exactly. Played 12 years, and last year he was just punch drunk because he took so many kicks.
Yeah.
So it's Tina Turner.
This dude really. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with your boy, man?
She should have ate the cake. Eat that cake, Annie Mae.
No, I'm coming.
John.
What?
John, you supposed to get us out of this topic.
Wait, he said, I'm coming for you, Annie Mae. Hope you like cake.
What, he put his ass in her face?
No, you stupid. I said this is gonna be Commanders and 91 all.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
We were just talking about that game earlier, right?
No, it's not. The NFL has a script for Philly, and unfortunately, it's gonna be Philly versus part 2. I already see the script happening. I hope it don't happen, but I see the script happening already.
Necessary, the both of you are just wrong. Who's the both of you? There's 3 of us.
She's talking about y'all 2 Negroes, not me.
I'm talking about you and Nick.
Yeah, you and Nick.
You and Nick.
So I just said
you and Nick.
Nah, this is crazy.
Yeah. No, I didn't do nothing. Anyway, them 2 calls were horrible.
Hey, you know something though? Hey, Mark, I've only seen one person get away with hitting late, Patrick Mahomes late, and I don't know why he always gets this. They don't call this on him, but it's my boy Max Crosby. I swear, I've seen him hit Patrick Mahomes super late before, and they never call it. That's like the only person I see they do not call it. Yeah, crazy pause, but that's the only person I've seen that for sure as a roughing the passer call, they will not call it on him. So whatever Max Crosby pays these referees, the rest of the NFL need to do it too. Because they need these calls to make sure they don't happen. Because whatever the Chiefs are paying them is ridiculous.
But somebody's gonna have eventually. Somebody's gonna do it. So whoever it is, they're gonna get a
AJ Epinesa.
They're gonna get a GoFundMe.
AJ Epinesa will do it this weekend.
Hey, Mark. You know what y'all should do? Go ahead and sign Vontez Burfict. They be like, hey, nigga, get this nigga up out of here.
Yo, that would be insane.
This is your job. This is your job. Get this nigga out the game. Hire the nigga for hitman.
Burfict for the AFC.
Hey, dog. Every team needs one.
evil.
No,
Hey, look.
Von Miller won't do it, She.
No, it won't be Von Miller. It'll be AJ.
He's too much of a pussy. Von Miller hit his wife like that, though.
Whoever.
Excuse me? You farted?
No, that's the chair.
Crazy.
No, that's the chair.
Wait, that nigga John over there poo popping?
No, the leather on the chair.
Pooty pop. Crazy.
No.
Hey, that's a trigger.
Even Shannon Sharp said the Broncos could have drafted Josh Allen, but thanks to Elway screwing up again, passing up.
Man, dog.
I'm getting so sick of this topic. I'm saving that.
They weren't going to draft him.
I'm talking about it, Nick.
They weren't going to draft him. Look, hold on, John. I got this for you.
What up, Blake?
John, I got you with this one. You have to even talk about it. Everybody, look, y'all looking at everything right now. The Bills took a shot in the dark drafting Josh Allen. They drafted him off of all potential. That's all it was. They saw somebody who has high potential. They saw somebody who was super athletic with probably the second strongest arm, if not the strongest arm in the league. And they said, let's see what we can do with this guy. We got us a quarterback guru up over here. Let's see what we can do. Let's be patient with him and see what happens. Josh Allen got better every single year.
Yep.
He got better. That was a shot in the dark. That was lightning in the bottle. Because if he probably went somewhere else, it probably wouldn't have happened. It was in a perfect situation.
And to be honest with you, the best thing that Buffalo did for Josh Allen is get him Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm. Because you gave him a guy out there, and it helped build his confidence up. Sometimes all these dudes need is confidence. That's all you need. That's the reason why when you're in Cincinnati, you go after and get a Jamar Chase. You know, when you're Philly, you go out there and get you Devontae Smith. You know, you get those type of guys. Not just the fact they had a camaraderie with your quarterback already. It's the fact of it helps with that. You know, he has the confidence. He knows, like, oh, I know this guy. I know where if I pass the ball over here, he got this. This is a reliable target already. Especially when he's young, when they're young like that. That helps with their progression. At that time, Stephon Diggs was probably the third best receiver in the league.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So you add somebody like that, and it helped instantly. Because all Josh Allen did was give him the damn football, which is what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, all that Broncos, no, the Broncos were never going to draft him because it was literally a shot in the dark. They weren't going to draft him. If John Elway wasn't going to draft, he already went through drafting a project quarterback already. He wasn't going to do it again.
Right.
He went for a shot in the dark with a project quarterback once, and it didn't work. He said, "I'm cool. I'm not doing that again," which I'm not mad at. Everybody's looking at what's going on now and like, "Oh, look what Josh Allen is. Oh, they should have did this." Well, if they would have, I'm pretty sure if people would have known Josh Allen would be this good, he would have been number one overall. If people would have known Lamar Jackson was going to be this good, they both have been fighting for number one and number two spot.
Right.
So come on, man, that's ridiculous. Don't worry, John, you ain't got to talk about it. I got you.
Thank you. The next game is
thank you. But we move on to the game. Obviously, but we move on to the game. Whoa! I was gonna say I thought that was Jared Randall. Oh, cool. I was saying,
you know that was who?
I was like, hold on, I know they ain't Jared.
You thought that was who?
I know that ain't
Jared Venable ain't never playing basketball again. Y'all paying him to just chill.
I'm like, dude, I know that ain't, but not Dorian from
Hey, Mark, that nigga Jared Vanderbilt got the Luol Deng deal up over there.
Nah, ain't no deal worse than Luol Deng deal, dude.
Shit.
We got Luol Deng $72 million. I can live with Jared Vanderbilt at 48.
I got 48 million. They played 48 games.
Man, ain't no deal worse than Luol Deng. Ain't no deal worse than Luol Deng. I don't give a damn what any of y'all say.
At least Luol Deng was a veteran presence in the locker room.
Veteran presence, come on, man.
Jared
What?
Jared Vanderbilt getting paid to be the homie.
Oh,
That's hate, but
that
that's
is.
hate.
Hey, that nigga was a package deal with D'Angelo Russell.
Luau Dang's contract
That
is
nigga
worse
said.
than
Go ahead, John.
Come on, man.
That's funny.
Never in life. But now let's go to the game of the upset of the weekend. Jay Daniels rolls into the 3-1-3 and leads the Washington Commanders, the number 6 seeded Washington Commanders, to the second straight postseason road win over the number 1 seeded Detroit Lions, ending the longest drought of any team to make it to the NFC Championship.
Uh-oh.
30 drought. Now
Uh-oh.
that drought is.
Who that drop belong to now?
The Dallas Cowboys. $29 years. If they do not get to an NFC Championship this year, they'll be 30 years they have not been to the NFC Championship.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The fact that Dan Quinn has been to the NFC Championship 3 times already.
Yeah. With the
2 times. Yep.
Seahawks. He won the Super Bowl. He went to 2. He went to 2 with the Seahawks. He went to 1 with the Falcons, and now first year with the.
He wasn't there the second year.
He was. That's how he got the Falcons job. He was.
I thought that was Gus Bradley defense.
No,
the second year.
When the year they lost to New England.
That was Gus Bradley, wasn't it?
No, that was Dan Quinn.
I thought. Hold on, John.
Gus Bradley took over in 2015. Took over the following year.
Hold on, I'm about to find out right now.
No, he was there. He was on both of those defenses because I remember I was in Alabama when they announced that he had got the job, but he got the job. He took the Falcons job in 2015, and then Gus Bradley took over right after that. But no, he was a DC when they lost to the Patriots.
Hey, shout out to Dan Quinn though. He's a very, very good coach, a very underrated coach too. I think people get so caught up in the fact of Jaden Daniels and how great he is, and they forget the fact of that he has a very good head coach up over there as well.
I was shocked. I was kind of shocked Florida didn't, because remember he started at Florida. I'm shocked Florida didn't try to bring him back, didn't try to hire him to be their head coach, but obviously he wanted to be in the NFL, so I ain't mad at him. But I would have at least made the call. See if I can get him back in Gainesville, but I mean F the Gators too, but still.
Yeah. John, you're right about Dan Quinn.
I think Gus Bradley was the linebackers coach, I think.
He was a secondary coach.
Okay.
He was a secondary coach.
Seahawks. Shout out to Bobby Wagner, dude.
Yeah.
Wagner, Legion of Boom still going.
Yeah, he should have been another game.
Hey, look, I don't know if y'all remember, but I think Champ and them had they had an episode where they was talking about who had the best offseason, and they was talking about how the Commanders had one of the best off seasons just this past off season, which they did. You look at some of the guys they added Bobby Wagner, Frankie Lou, who does added, even that's what I'm saying. And you add then the draft they had, then you add a coach like Dan Quinn, and you end up getting excuse me, they got lucky enough to get Cliff Kingsbury up over there, so it was like a perfect match to go with Jaden Daniels' skill set. So it was just you could tell they made all the right decisions this past offseason. Getting that, if I'm the Cowboys, we'll talk about this in a minute because I got a lot to say about the Cowboys. They are freaking stupid.
Yeah.
I thought the Raiders was dumb. Lord have mercy.
Let's talk about the game that happened on the field. They came out, to play, but Dan Quinn's defense was clearly the X factor. The 5 turnovers, the Lions turnover to commit 5 turnovers, the pick 6 to Jared Goff, that underthrown interception.
That pick 6 killed it.
What was that? And then look, and we'll talk about the new Bears coach in a second. What was he thinking on that trick play with Jameson Williams, dog?
He did, John. I said this on you seen I said this on Champion M podcast. Shout out to Champion and Jarrell. Look, he didn't give a shit about that game. It happens to these coordinators, these big name coordinators, when they know they're about to get head coaching jobs. I've seen it numerous times. It's an untalked about thing for some apparent reason because it happened with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan knew he was going to the 49ers after that damn Super Bowl. He didn't give a shit about really what happened during that game. What he went out there was and tried to demonstrate what he can do to show everybody, like, oh, I can win this by throwing, like, look at these plays I'm designing. These damn coaches outthink themselves. That's what Ben Johnson did in that moment. You outthought yourself. Why the hell in that situation are you having your wide receiver throw a damn ball? And he throws a pick. Y'all are not up. Y'all are down. You're not up by 20. All these pretty ass plays you be calling don't work around this time. That's stupid. That you're outthinking yourself, dog. You got all these weapons over here. You got a quarterback. Say what you want about Jared Goff, but he can make your passes. He's doing perfectly fine for you all season. Y'all fucking 14-2. So apparently he know what they 15, where the hell it is. He know what the hell he's doing to get y'all W's. Why are you calling this play? Why?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Up front, where Detroit normally wins the game, they lost. I'm with Nick. Everything Nick said is absolutely correct. Ben Johnson didn't give a damn about this game. He knew where he was going. He knew where he wanted to be at. And it showed. He was telling the play call. But for me, Detroit games, they usually won and lost in the front on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Their offensive line, even though Washington might not have had the dominating stats numbers, but they applied enough pressure to muck up that offense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's where we don't see that much from Dan Campbell's teams. But that line play is what caused them the game.
Mm-hmm.
That game was just, man. And I was.
It also didn't help when Amik Robinson got hurt either.
They sure didn't. When he went down, I was like, man, again, I know they were like, one. And then,
hey, look, when he went down, it was like attack whoever's replacing him. Attack him. That's exactly what they did.
And Jay Daniels did not look.
It was going to attack him.
He did not look fazed by anything. Did not look fazed.
He played with house money.
And basically went out there. That's exactly what he did. Played with house money and pulled up 45 on this Aaron Glenn defense. And obviously, we're going to talk about Aaron Glenn also because he's going to be on the move.
Yeah, he's about to get beat 2 times a year too.
He's about to be on the move as well. But
by who?
Buffalo.
We'll talk about that.
Wait, where's he going?
Jets.
He's more than likely he's going to the Jets. We'll talk about. I was playing with. I'll give you the update after we go to Cancun. Once we in Cancun. All right, let's go to.
Why would he go to the Jets?
He played there.
Why?
He played
for the Saints too. Go to the Saints.
Well, he's still meeting with the Saints, but the Jets are already telling people they're moving on. Other candidates, they're going in a different direction.
Well, the Jets will have a better defense.
But he left the facility, and I always say, if they leave the facility, they're leaving the door open. Now he's not going. He was supposed to meet with the Saints tomorrow, but like you've been dealing with.
You mean like that's what Derrick Henry?
Like what you've been dealing with in Houston right now with the snow. It's a big snowstorm going on in New Orleans, and they're moving a lot of their meetings back to later during the week. So I don't think he's going to meet with the Saints till like Thursday or Friday.
It's a lot of stuff going on this side. It's snowing in Georgia too.
It's snowing in Memphis. My turtle's not gonna get here till next week now.
The whole South is dealing with a lot of snowstorm right now. It's winter storm time.
Yeah, they need to send some snow over here for these fires. Anyway, go ahead.
But let's go to the Sunday games. We're speaking of the.
Wait, they still ain't pulling the fires out yet?
There was a fire that started in San Diego this morning.
Yeah.
The Palisades fire not out yet, but there was a fire that started today and started this morning in San Diego. Shout out to everybody. Safe.
Nope. Nope.
Eagles, Rams. Yeah. Oh, shit. All right. Don't play. Be careful with playing in this.
Oh, man.
All
right, come on, man.
All right.
Nick, you a wild dude.
I didn't say nothing.
You ain't got to. I know you, brother.
But the Eagles and the Rams game obviously kicked off the Sunday games, the 2 games on Sunday.
Nick, can I just say, I'm glad at how I predicted this game. It just didn't go how I thought. The end of it didn't go. But I said if the Rams defense show up, they got a damn good chance.
They did.
Oh yeah, they showed up.
Shout out to Jared Verse, man.
No.
Crazy.
Fuck that. Shout out to that. Have you seen the draft class he just had this year?
Yes.
They're all those entire look. Jared Verse didn't even have the most sacks on the team. The other nigga they drafted had the most sacks. That's crazy.
The white boy, right?
Yeah, he admitted too.
He is not.
Nigga, look, them niggas let Aaron Donald retire and replace that nigga by having like 4 people do the same exact thing. That's crazy.
That defense, look, they showed up, but obviously Saquon showed up too. And
Saquon said, "I don't give a damn about no Rams."
He also said he don't give a damn about the Eagles either. The Giants.
We go over these right now.
We can.
When they announced the award?
2 weeks. In 2 weeks. February 6th. That's the NFL honors.
All right. Go ahead.
But yeah, this game was good. I mean, obviously it was close. And then Saquon hit that house call, and I was like, the first one. I was like, okay, the Rams might be in trouble. Kyron Williams, man. Look, good player. Yo, you got
to protect the rock.
Come on, man. In the words of Warren Sapp, can't be spilling the church's money, dog.
Yeah, you got to protect the rock.
And and you would know this because you played against, because obviously SC faced him in Notre Dame. That said this. He didn't have these issues at Notre Dame.
He didn't. That nigga killed us when he played against us. Dog, he was looking like Marshall Falk out there when we played against him.
Jalen Carter, University of Georgia. Heard?
Yeah, I felt. By the way, whoever that center, that rookie center.
Oh yeah, he fucked up.
Dude,
dog. You know, when I saw that play, you know what I thought about? I looked and I said, "Damn, the Raiders chose Tyree Wilson over this dude."
Remember, outside of all the off the field questions, Jalen Carter was the #1 prospect in the draft.
You know he didn't have no issues until that.
Yes.
Yeah, that was it.
Yes. He's a law-abiding citizen. Besides that one incident.
The draft is lion season, dude. They want these dudes to fall in the draft so they can get them for pennies on the dollar, man.
You said pennies to make her holler?
Well, pennies on the dollar, but let me shut up.
We
chose Tyree Wilson over Jalen Carter.
Jared Soft shows his real self.
You gotta give Sam. You gotta give
Man, stop first. I'm not paying attention to no Rams fan talking about Jared Goff. That motherfucker led y'all to a Super Bowl. I ain't trying to hear none of that.
I mean, it's the same Rams fans who criticize Matthew Stafford, so I wouldn't shock. It wouldn't shock me.
And let's not forget that they only lost because of probably the greatest defensive game we ever seen in the damn Super Bowl. Like that game, if you were a defensive fan, was probably one of the greatest Super Bowls you've seen. I'm one of those guys. I love watching defensive games. That game was amazing to watch for me. It was a straight chess match.
By the way, the sky is blue and Josh McDaniels is back with the Patriots.
What a fucking doofus.
All right. But yeah, that game was obviously both Puka balled. Matthew Stafford almost led them down the field. And I said this I trust if it had to come down to who's going to get the throws. Thank God Saquon had them 2 house calls, but man, Matthew Stafford was moving the rock down the field in the snow.
Hey man, I could be biased because he went to Georgia. I think Matthew Stafford got a couple more years in him before he done, man.
Well, I think if I'm the Rams, you're not going to move up to get one of these quarterbacks. That should be number one priority to get Matthew Stafford back.
Weapons.
Well, Cooper Cup's gone, so they got.
Wait. What you mean weapons?
I will get them a receiver outside of Puka.
Well, we'll talk about that.
If Cooper's healthy, which is a big if,
he gone.
Then they don't need one.
The way he's talking, he's
gone. He's not going to be in LA next year.
Right, and the way he's
unless he with the Chargers. Wait a minute.
Why
would you say that?
Wait a minute. What the fuck?
No, that's cool. No, that's cool. Let them get him. I'd rather get him than the other dude.
Well, the other dude not leaving Cincinnati, so you can let that go.
No, I'm not talking about him. I'm not gonna bring the guy's name up because I don't want to bring no bad juju up out here. But there's a guy. Dog, if the Chargers get that nigga on their team, I'm gonna be hating crazy. Yes.
He's not going to the Chargers.
Shit. If they trade him,
he's not going to the Chargers.
But
I know what you call Tyler Lockett for sure going though. He's for sure up out of there.
He'll be on Washington before being with the Chargers. Wait, you all right? Wait, hold on. Wait, hold the fuck on. All right, never mind.
All right, but the game, obviously, the Eagles won. Now they go back to the NFC Championship. Now they go to the final game of the weekend, which was Mark's Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens. And obviously the battle for the MVPs.
It's not a battle for the MVPs.
I mean, well, we know the MVP votes are already in. We all expect probably Lamar is going to win, unfortunately.
DK to Washington is crazy.
But this game clearly was down to who made mistakes and who didn't make mistakes. Who didn't make mistakes? Was Josh Allen. Who didn't make mistakes? The Ravens. Lamar had the interception. He had the fumble. Mark Andrews had the fumble. And obviously we were talking about him dropping the 2-point conversion. And obviously you guys were talking about earlier how they need to get off Lamar's back. What the heck was that? The person that y'all were referring to, I don't know if y'all was referring to him particularly, but I heard his take on it today was Chris Sims.
I didn't hear what he said. I didn't watch none of that shit.
So I heard this on the radio. Chris Sims, obviously, he said, look, granted, Mark Andrews got to make the catch. But Lamar shouldn't have did the double pump and made it. He should have threw it when he was open. I'm like this, man. Are we really nitpicking?
Who said that?
Chris Sims.
All right.
Are we really nitpicking because he double pumped?
Listen. What Chris Sims said is not wrong, but it don't matter nothing here.
No,
it don't matter nothing here. And Chris got shut the fuck up.
Mark, look, no, this is number 89, right, on his jersey. Yeah. That motherfucking ball was right here.
Mm-hmm. Hey, no, and Candace is saying what Candace is right. What he's saying is not wrong. You shouldn't double pump. But that didn't change the effect of the throw. The throw still was where it should have been.
Right.
Now, as a quarterback, I can say he could have let him, but who gives a fuck about any of that? He threw it where he can catch it and fall in the end zone.
Yep.
There's nothing wrong with what Lamar did on that play. Lamar had nothing to do with that loss. Well, he did the 2 turnovers, but they overcame it.
Exactly.
We got to stop with this Lamar talk. Now we got to stop with this Lamar hate.
And look, the whole purpose of a pump fake is what? To make the defense stop or think for a second. If y'all watch that play, if you watch that play, the person who was closest to him did react to the pump fake. So it was justified. The pump fake did what it was supposed to do. And like you said, Mark, he threw the ball right there to the pro. All he had to do was catch the fucking football and fall into the end zone. That's all he had to do. The football hit him right there in the numbers. what they say, and what's the golden rule? If the football touch your hands, that means you could have caught it.
Hey, Nick
And
always said
that shit was right there in his hand.
Hey, Nick always said the worst place to the receivers in the hands.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. This nigga right here.
But
They need to stop running that play for him. They need to run that play for Isaiah Likely from now on.
Yeah.
By the way, he balled.
Isaiah Likely balled.
He caught the touchdown.
Yeah.
I have now, as a Bills fan, I'm glad things didn't work out the way they did.
Of course.
I asked y'all in the group chat, why didn't Baltimore run the ball more?
Baltimore, timeout. Baltimore always does this. Go ahead, John.
We said this last year. They forget when they get in the playoffs, they forget who they are and what got them to the dance. You did this last year with Lamar. In the rain, trying to make Lamar pass and force throws to Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman last year. This year you got Derrick Henry and you only give him the ball 16 times?
And he has 16 for like 82.
That's 4 yards. That's practically 4 to 5 yards to carry. What are we talking about?
And on top of that, they had another running back that came in that was just getting chunk yards.
Justice Hill.
Yes.
Mark, the nigga had less than 10 carries at halftime.
Listen. I know we so quick to blame Lamar,
man,
and I hate it. And like I said, the day of the game, I put on my Instagram. I said this negative talk about Lamar bet not happen.
Yep.
It's a plethora of things where I can go say that went wrong with Baltimore that has nothing to do with Lamar Jackson.
I agree.
Can I say it?
Go ahead.
Who's their coach?
John Harbaugh.
John Harbaugh. You're supposed to be one of the best coaches in the league, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say?
Yep.
Mark, what do I always say when they bring that up?
He's a special teams coach.
Yeah.
He is, dog. You run the ball all year. You got probably the best running back in the league. One of the more dominant running backs we've seen.
Top 2 running backs in the league, if not one.
Yeah, if he's not one, he's for sure number 2. Dog, you got this dude up over there, and at halftime he has less than 10 carries against a team that he usually puts up almost 200 on every time he plays them.
Hey, that's one of the reasons. Another reason is Baltimore has the number 1 run defense in the NFL this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo didn't have a lot of rushing yards, but we had rushing yards to keep the clock moving, to keep the chains moving. There's no way you can allow that, especially when y'all defense line, all this talk coming in is more powerful, more stronger, better than our offensive line. Y'all can't let that happen. That has nothing to do with Lamar. Nothing to do with Lamar.
Mm-hmm. That's absolutely true. But you see the Lamar haters say you're making excuses. That's what they'll say.
And Nick, you know, I've been in this Josh Allen Lamar thing all year long. I've been on Josh Allen. I've been team Josh Allen. You know that. But what I'm not gonna do is spew no bullshit out here, dog. Lamar Jackson is not the reason why they lost that game. No, not at all.
They lost that game because of bad coaching by Tom Monkey. Bad play call by
man.
And John Harbaugh not having the wherewithal to say, run the dang ball.
I wish he would fire Tom Monkey and Tom Monkey go back to Georgia. I mean, never mind.
But I can't say this Tom Monkey. I can't blame it on him because they do this all the time. This is a call on John Harbaugh. This happened when they had Greg Roman as the offensive coordinator. It happened when the other dude, I don't know what the other dude's name was, but this happens every year. They try to turn Lamar Jackson into freaking Peyton Manning in the playoffs.
Yep.
I'm like, dog, it's crazy.
Dog, it's a stat where they say Baltimore was undefeated this year when Lamar Jackson had under 30 passes. Why are y'all not keeping up with that? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm glad they didn't. And I'm gonna say this. We talk about Baltimore. Y'all done talking about Baltimore?
Mm-hmm. Right.
Nick. I've been tough on my defense all year long. John, I've been tough on my defense all year long. Right. My defense played an excellent game Sunday.
Yeah, for sure.
Excellent game Sunday. I'm not mad at that at all.
For sure. But hey, look, y'all played a very well balanced game. No turnovers. That's the way you're supposed. That's the way you're supposed to do it. You didn't do anything to make your team, to put your team out of position to not win that game. Y'all capitalized off the turnovers. Y'all did what y'all was supposed to. Y'all didn't take yourselves out of the game. That's what you're supposed to do in those situations, especially against a team that's that good. When you go as a team, and look, and the crazy thing is this. This is the craziest stat, Mark. How long was that run that Derrick Henry had against y'all this year?
82.
He had 84 yards in the last game. 84.
And you know what's crazy is if you go back and look at that game, you can see our defense start. Oh Jesus! You can see our defense starting to wear down against the run.
They can't help it. You can't help it against not like that. It's just human nature. Look at pause, crazy pause. Look at the size of Derrick Henry. The nigga's 6'4", like 260. You can't just consistently tackle this dude all game without getting worn out.
Yep. LeBron just dunked on Sarunas Valanciunas.
Oh, that nigga sorry. That nigga sorry anyways. Fuck him.
Alley, you pretty much off 1 foot, off one leg on
Why would Sam say that? Look what Sam said. Look at the last comment he said.
Come on, Sam, relax. If Cooper Kupp is gone, he'll go to. Let's slow that down. Man. Don't even put that.
Listen.
He definitely going to another white quarterback.
Relax. That's
okay?
funny though.
You okay?
That's fun. That's funny as fuck.
Wow.
That is hilarious.
All right, gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get our suitcases packed. Let's go holler at all the beautiful women. Let's head to 123 Cancun.
Wait, he said holler at the beautiful women to get some head?
I said head to Cancun.
Oh, head in Cancun. Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay. All right, let's start off with the Texans. What do the Texans
health?
Definitely health. Now they won't have Tank Dell next year. I think they froze. They won't have Tank Dell next year, but they expect him back for 2026, fully recovered from everything. Obviously, you're hoping Stephon Diggs is healthy off the torn ACL.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I know we talking about Cooper Kupp. I can see Cooper Kupp being a slot receiver and with the Texans next year.
Dude, Cooper Kupp can go anywhere and just produce.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be out because he got injured at the end of this year, so he needs a full year. That injury needs a full year recovery, Candace.
Yeah. So even if he out the year, if they can get a receiver on 1 year deal that can come in and be the third receiver, and then like y'all said earlier, offensive line help.
That's what they really need to help at. Offensive line for sure.
Protect CJ Stroud at all times. You got them running
because outside of Larry Tunsil, their offensive line is terrible.
You got the running back in Joe Mixon.
Mm-hmm.
You got
Wait, are they gonna re-sign Stephon?
Well,
is he a free agent this year or he got another year?
He's a free agent. He's a free agent. Right? Yep. I would re-sign him. I'm not about to lie to you because, like I said in the chat, before the injuries happened, that combination of him and Nico Collins was crazy. They were going crazy. It's difficult for any quarterback to be productive when your top three options at receiver are consistently hurt. You know, you really can't do too much with that, anyways. You know, even if you got a top tier running back like Joe Mixon, you know, it just makes the defense's job a little bit easier. This is all right. This is zone in on the run because the receivers that they have out there aren't really that good because the guys who are the guys are hurt. You know, when Nico Collins was hurt, you know, it was like, all right, they still got I think Tank Dell just came back from his injury throughout that time. It was one of them things where like soon as one guy got hurt, another guy was coming back from the injury, and then somebody else got hurt. Like soon as Nico Collins is coming back from this injury, that's when Diggs gets hurt. So it's like, damn, like, and then now that you got Nico Collins, he gets back in the rhythm with Tank, then Tank gets hurt. So it's like you really can't do too much with that, you know. And people are like, oh, CJ Stroud fell off. No, the team wasn't healthy. His receiving core was not healthy. Not too many quarterbacks can be productive without the receiving core being there.
So, and then obviously just go to the next game. That was and the team with the number 1 seed in the Detroit Lions. Obviously, we talk about health with the Texans. If the Lions defense just gets healthy, I think they'll be back. Obviously,
they just need Aiden Hutchinson. That's it. The rest of them be hurt, and they just need him.
Get Aiden Hutchinson back. We don't know who's going to be their OC because we now know Ben Johnson is going to be the new head coach of the Chicago Bears. He's hiring your former coach and my former defensive coordinator, or former Saints coach, Nick Dennis Allen, as the defensive coordinator.
Fuck him.
But
that's not a bad move for DC though.
In regards to here are the key free agents for the Texans. And you are questioning, is Stephon Diggs, Robert Woods, Mario Edwards Jr., my guy Derek Barnett, Devin White, Dare Ubawale, Herb Smith Jr., those are some of their key free agents.
Devin White. I still want Devin White in Buffalo. I'm a loss.
Devin White is still young.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the Lions, health. Again, same thing with health. They just need health. Everything else is like pretty much set the standard. Health. It's just health for them.
Pretty much.
Health.
That's all they need. They need to be healthy.
Yeah, health, and not so much dumb play calling.
Health and offensive line. And offensive line help. You could never get your offensive line could never be too good.
True. Except the Eagles. But yeah.
All right, let's go over to the Sunday game. And obviously we start with the Rams. They got obviously everybody's focused on what's going to happen with Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp.
Why?
Because Matthew Stafford's on his contract is up. He has no more guaranteed money left on his contract. They restructured it so he's.
Man, please. He ain't going nowhere.
But when he was talking, look, man, when he was talking in the post game, and you know his wife, she talks too much, but he kind of was in there. He doesn't know his future yet. Now, I personally think the Rams are going to want him back because the quarterback market, free agency wise, is trash. You know, I mean, unless McVay really wants to reunite with Kirk Cousins, I think he's fine. I think he's going to beg Matthew Stafford to come back at least 1 or 2 more years. And then they'll hopefully by that time got position themselves to try to get a quarterback in the future. But right now, this ain't the year. They need Stafford. Obviously, I think Cooper Kupp is done. And then, like you said, that defense is, man, insane.
And they young.
But I think most of they places they got to figure out is on the offense. I think they got to figure out also. Only thing defensively they'll have to figure out is the secondary, but offensively they got to figure out
if they can draft a good safety.
I saw. I think they picked 20. I think they picked 26. So.
If they can draft a good safety, and like I said, it don't have to be like a Pro Bowl type receiver. Just a receiver that can go in there and be productive on the opposite side of Puka, like consistently.
Oh yeah, should it be nasty?
Yep. Nick, I need your address too.
Charles
I got you.
and he said Stafford didn't know his future because he wanted the Rams to know that they need to pay him to come back. I ain't mad at that. Sam said they need a
Yeah,
linebacker.
man, you better not bring that sorry ass nigga Ernest. What's his name? Ernest Jones.
Yeah, yeah. By the way,
Yeah,
he got traded again.
because he fucking sucked.
You can't get traded after the trade deadline. You that sorry?
No, he got traded before at the trade deadline. He ended up getting traded to Seattle at the trade deadline.
I think he got traded after the trade deadline. That's crazy.
Nigga, he got traded twice in 1 year. That's sorry.
We'll see. But yeah, that's what the Rams got. And then obviously, oh snap! But then the final team is the Baltimore Ravens. Clearly, it's a disappointing year. They did everything right, and then to lose by a drop 2-point conversion is a brutal way to end the season.
And let's not just say that's the reason why they lost. It was still a minute 33 left. We could have went down and got in the field goal race too, even because it was the team to tie the game up.
Well, definitely, y'all. I still be nervous knowing that Josh Allen gets the ball back, but obviously for the season to end in heartbreaking fashion is going to be a rough summer, and by expecting them to come back and be ready to take over the AFC North, I just better hope that the Bengals gonna be just as hungry.
The Bengals gonna get a defense. They better hope that.
By the way, they're gonna hire Al Golden, the DC from Notre Dame.
They just better hope that the Bengals don't get a defense.
For real.
That's all.
But I don't know what else
and from Detroit, the rumors is they might end up being the ones that get Duke from Miami. Tyreek Hill.
That would be insane.
Baltimore.
Oh no, they're not getting him. Definitely not getting him.
I heard them and I heard New England. I'm like, why Miami deal with New England?
I don't see that either. But that's what Buffalo.
I heard the Chargers.
I really hope not. But
I hope not too. That'd be crazy.
In the regular season.
That's all good. That's what McConkey there for.
All right. But that's 1, 2, 3 Cancun. We have one more Cancun before the end for Championship Sunday next Tuesday. But let's get to the segment that's often imitated, never duplicated. Sometimes you gotta say stuff in this world. People say stuff and do stuff in this world, and they gotta get called out for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Tuesday night edition of Calling Out Names, and I'm gonna start with baseball. Today, another year, the Baseball Hall of Fame announces class.
John, I'm with you on this. That would be one of mine.
But I'm gonna just say this: congratulations to Ichiro. Congratulations to CC Sabathia. Congratulations to your boy Billy Wagner. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and next year we're gonna be congratulating your boy Andrew Jones.
You heard?
He'll be in there next year.
I'm about to get that jersey.
He'll be in there next year with Carlos Beltran. But I'm just gonna say this, and I'll let Mark handle the rest. You baseball writers are foolish. One voter decided not to make Ichiro a unanimous Hall of Famer.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that.
But I know what you were talking about. I'm saving that for you. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. My other call out names. We're a family show. We have the show.
We do.
And we have quite of a loyal fan base. And I'm gonna say that.
Shout out to all the listeners, Jared.
So a loyal listener hits me up on Saturday, and they actually remain anonymous. But when I say the story, if you know, you know.
I go sorry. The sorriest nigga who in the draft, especially
they say he's been balling though.
Go ahead.
He's everyone look at you right now. Go figure. Said listener told me they was going to their brother's house for a function on Saturday, and her brother, and I can't say her because it's a young lady. Her brother invited some of his friends over. One of those friends happened to be said listener's ex-boyfriend. Now, said listener and her ex-boyfriend are on good speaking terms. However, said listener went to the show, went to her friend's house in her Sports4U hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
So let me see what the conversation was like. All right, let me find it. So I went to my brother's place to watch the game, right? Watching the divisional games. And I didn't know he was going to have a lot of his friends over. Friends with my ex, and he invited them over. My ex and I are actually civil and get along now. I was wearing my Sports4U hoodie. My ex saw that and immediately recognized y'all, laughing my ass off. He went off. I said, always repping. You loyal. You know it. He was like, oh, you wearing your little friends now. I'm like, I don't know why you guys still. I thought it was hilarious. I personally said this. Why are you insecure, bro? Feel like you got LSD. And I think this is real hilarious. No, it's LDS. But and she said it was embarrassing. She asked me to keep her anonymous. And I was like, yeah, it's mad funny.
Hey, John, it's not LSD, it's LDS.
Okay, but LDS. The drug is LDS.
No, the drug is LSD.
The drug is LSD.
Okay. Yeah, but you know what?
Yeah.
You guys LDS.
You are crazy.
He probably was off LSD when he said it. But
crazy.
It really is. My friend was wondering why was he upset when I told her. She laughed. I was like, this guy is mad jealous of these men that are in LA. And I told her, you should have showed your friend who we are. He doesn't know I've met y'all. Then for sure he'd freak out. And like she showed us to her friend. I told her it was a podcast, and once I told her it was sports, she was like, oh, none of my friends love sports. Tough break, ladies. Y'all really missing out. But let me say this. We appreciate all the loyalty from the men of the show, the women of the show. We're not here to end relationships. We like making your relationships grow. We're not haters, we're lovers. But if you got a problem with us and I don't even know you, that's a personal issue with you, fam. You need to go talk to somebody. And that just shows why we are the #1 sports podcast in the world. Because your ladies like watching us, and your man's is hating on us. And I'm done. Go ahead and call out the rest of these dumb BS baseball writers, Mark.
Hey, I know you're too fond of the dude right now, but like Drake said, I hate me. No, I don't even know that man.
Exactly. What are you doing? Like, bro,
you know what I'm saying?
Go get some, man.
That sure be hurt.
Oh, that's funny.
My calling out names. I got two groups of a bunch of people.
Oh, snap! Making watch out with Bar Louis.
My first calling out names is to piggyback off what John was saying with the baseball writers. Can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine the NBA not having Jordan in the Hall of Fame?
Nope.
I knew it. Hey, look, this is the annual baseball call out names. It's the same thing every single year.
Hey, like John said, can you imagine hockey not having Gretzky in the Hall of Fame? Nah. I mean, what about like football without Jerry Rice or without a, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the
without Tom Brady, without Peyton Manning, without one of those guys.
Hall of Fame not having anybody who won the Heisman.
Can you imagine that? Baseball has to be the most ignorant sport I have ever seen because they allow, and I'm not going to even use the racist word, they allow these writers to have all the power and authority over what we all watch to see who goes into the Hall of Fame. Barry Bonds is the greatest player who ever picked up a baseball, a bat, baseball cleats and the glove. And him
Dog.
is a sick dog.
Kurt Schilling might have been an average World Series, average regular season pitcher, but in the
Playoffs.
he could be my day one pitcher any day in a big game.
Dog.
Political view. But when it came to big game playoff pitching, you can't tell me many that was better than Kurt Schilling. You can say Tom Glavine. You can say John Smoltz.
Mm-hmm.
You can say Randy Johnson, who he won a World Series with in Arizona. Maybe Madison Bumgarner. But ain't many you gonna say better than Kurt Schilling. And there's nobody you can say better at baseball than Barry Bonds.
Dog. I don't give a shit about no motherfucking PEDs, none of that shit that y'all try to say that all these steroids. I don't give a fuck about none of that. All the niggas that you said is better than Barry, people try to say is better than Barry Bonds. If they took them damn PEDs, they still would be better than him without PEDs.
They did and they weren't. Ask Mark McGuire. Ask Sammy Sosa.
None of them were better than him. Dog.
Barry said, "I'm gonna." And look, we don't know if we don't know if he took them. But he said, "Let me take them. I'm gonna show y'all how better I can be, even if I even got into this crap." And he was 10 times better than he already was.
Dog. I've never
to the Giants.
I've never seen a nigga get walked with full bases. I've never seen that before. That is the most amazing thing I've ever seen in sports. Dog, bases fully loaded, and they'd rather allow a score to happen than to have this nigga hit the ball. That is crazy. Mark, you know how crazy that sounds?
Yep.
That sounds crazy. They walked the nigga during the home run derby.
That's crazy.
Dog.
How you want somebody during batting practice? Like AC said, Barry brought baseball back at that time.
Barry Bonds was Barry Bonds had a Hall of Fame career with 2 different teams.
Exactly. You don't even count the Giants. You don't count him passing the great Hank Aaron. You go just along what he did in Pittsburgh with him, Bobby Bonilla being managed by Jim Leyland, who just got inducted into the Hall of Fame last year. So Jim Leyland not a Hall of Fame manager? Because he managed Barry Bonds. Is Dusty Baker not a Hall of Fame manager? He managed Barry Bonds. Come on now. What are we talking about?
Nigga, fuck that. Listen to the Hall of Fame pitchers talk about Barry Bonds. The niggas who are considered some of the best pitchers of all time talk about him.
Dude, I have to live that as a Dodgers fan having to go up against this dude.
I don't discuss Barry Bonds with Dodgers fans. The moment I hear a nigga's a Dodgers fan and we talk about Barry Bonds, I immediately ignore him. Immediately.
Dog.
He broke the record against us.
Dog.
There's nothing you can ignore.
Dog, rest in peace to Pop. He hated everything about the Giants. His favorite player was Hank Aaron and Barry Bonds.
You have no choice.
This man's dad was a diehard Dodgers fan. And his favorite player was Barry Bonds.
Nigga, he was too good at baseball. Baseball was too easy. You know, dog, there's only 2 people that I can say. Now, there's a GOAT in each sport, right? But there's only 2 people where you can honestly say that these 2 are at the table by themselves. People try to say Jordan. No, Jordan not at the table by himself. He could be the GOAT, but he's not at the table by himself. Not no more. Not no more.
In the segment.
Yes. But guess what? Those 2 niggas are Barry Bonds and Wayne Gretzky. The only 2 niggas in sports that are, these niggas are right here and everybody else in the sport is right here.
Yep.
We ain't said nobody better than Gretzky, whether it was Ovechkin, Sidney Crosby,
Mario Lemieux.
It didn't matter. Not a soul. Not a soul.
And we have never. Everyone wants to argue Griffey.
Hell no, Griffey wasn't better than no damn Barry Bonds. Get the fuck out of here.
Because Griffey was popular. Griffey was popular. Griffey had the show.
Niggas is like Griffey more. That's all it is.
That was it. But we all know Barry Bonds was the greatest baseball player that ever lived.
Griffey was a baller.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolute baller. But I'm not putting him in that category.
Nah, hell no.
And I love him. I just don't love that team.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And then my second calling out names, because if NFL was to stop right now, I want everybody to realize at the beginning of the year, there was a bunch of NFL writers, there was a bunch of NFL analysts, a bunch of NFL players that said the Bills fall off is the fall off. We lost Stephon Diggs. They didn't know what
Gabe Davis.
Do. True, him too. Inconsistent him, but yeah, him too. Our defense, we lost both our safeties. We had the dead man Walker starting at safety, so
his clone is going crazy.
Huh? Yeah,
his clone is going crazy.
He been balling. I've been telling John the fake DeMar Hamlin's ball. But I just want everybody. We gotta stop having the revenge history like everybody was saying. Oh, I picked Buffalo to do this. It's literally documented that 8 out of 10 people. I'm gonna say 7 out of 10 because every 3 on the show is the only one I've seen. The only one who picked Buffalo to win at least win a division.
I did for sure.
That's what I said. 3.
Yeah, for sure.
But everybody it was so much. Buffalo can win 6 games. Buffalo not gonna be able to beat Miami or the Jets.
No, Josh Allen's too good for all that. You have to realize when you're that good at quarterback, you can win at least 8 games, no matter what's going on.
And that's all I'm gonna say because I'm happy right now, but the job not done. We got 2 more games to win. Yeah.
Congratulations again to Ichiro, P.T. Sabathia, Billy Wagner getting in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, and then Paul, Dick Allen, and Dave Parker.
Oh Lord,
Dick Allen, Dave is crazy.
No, you stupid. Oh, they call Dave Parker Cobra.
So is that
what's the nigga say?
They used to call Dave Parker Cobra.
Nope. All right, my turn to call my names. All right, let's get this started. I have 2 people I'm calling out names. The first person is Alex Smith.
Boy.
Did y'all see that clip?
What did Alex Smith say?
They were talking about Jaden Daniels, right? Alex Smith had the nerve to say that during the playoffs this year, Patrick Mahomes has done the most with the least. Do y'all hear how crazy that sounds?
No, we heard something else in John's backyard. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, what the hell is going on, John?
Cats having orgies back there.
In his backyard?
Yo, Nick.
Good night.
What?
I don't know where they're going.
Anyway, go ahead, Nick. Sorry about that. Yeah, that was crazy that he done the most with the league.
He said Patrick Mahomes has done the most with the least. There's no way. What up, Mars?
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
All right. Enjoying the snow.
Is he snowed in?
No, I'm not snowed in, but I'm good now.
Okay.
All righty. But yeah, the fact that he said that, and you could tell everybody was in absolute shock when he said it. Alex Smith, stop being a homer, dog. Please stop, because that is crazy. That sounds absolutely insanely crazy. That you saying that the defending 2-time Super Bowl champs are doing the most with the least.
Yeah, Bob, that's crazy.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah. Alex reaching on that one. You're reaching on that one, and I would thought you.
Oh,
Remember,
you thought that was a reach? You thought that was a reach? Hey, John, you thought that was a reach? Part two of my calling out names: Nick Wright.
Oh no!
Nick Wright. My God, can you please? Can we please get this nigga off the TV? His biasness is so annoying.
Oh, it is.
This nigga had the nerve to say that Buffalo gets more calls than Kansas City.
Yeah.
Time out, John. Time out. No. I got this. This nigga said, yeah, Mark. This nigga said, and I quote, all the flack that Kansas City gets for getting flags is what Buffalo is getting. He says that Buffalo gets more calls than Kansas City Chiefs do.
Buffalo.
I said my nigga.
Buffalo Braves? The Buffalo
Dog. Dog. There isn't a team in the league that gets more of the most convenient calls than they do. And it's not even just the fact. It doesn't matter how many it is. It's the calls that they get at the time they get. Guess what? It'll be 35, incomplete pass, all of a sudden, defensive holding.
Yep.
Pass interference. Roughing the passer. Something stupid. And you look at the play, you're like, what the hell? When did it happen? They called a play. I saw a play where they should have called offensive pass interference, that they called defensive pass interference on the dude throughout the season, where the receiver literally pushed off the corner to make the catch, like about 50 yards up the fucking field, and he dropped the pass, and they called defensive pass interference. I said, dog, there's no way Nick Wright needs to get the fuck off. He needs to stop talking about the Kansas City Chiefs and stop hating on Buffalo Bills. He hates on the Buffalo Bills so much because he knows they are the biggest threat to his team. He knows it. He knows that out of all the teams in the AFC that can knock them out, besides probably he can't say Cincinnati this year because they ain't go to the playoffs. But he knows that the biggest threat to them is Buffalo, because they got a quarterback over there that can match whatever Patrick Mahomes do pass to pass. And that is the only way you can. That's the best way to beat Kansas City. If you can match the same production that Mahomes gives out, and they got it. This Negro said, "Dog, I couldn't believe that." When I cut the clip off. I'm like, "This is crazy." I'm trying. I think I sent it to you. I'm trying to find it again. But that was crazy. That was absolutely ridiculous.
We're gonna talk like the first 35 seconds of it. I'm turning this off. This is crazy.
Oh my God.
I got one more group of people calling our name. And we talked about it before during the overviewing of the games. People hate Lamar. Please dog. We gotta let that go. There we go. Let that go, dog. Lamar did what he was supposed to do, and he still put his team in position to win that game.
Yep.
We gotta stop hating. We gotta stop hating on Lamar, dog.
I say this again.
Have to stop hating on.
The Ravens could have lost. All Lamar had to make sure that he wasn't the reason why they lost, and he was not. Yeah, he had the bad interception. Yeah, he had the fumble. But let's be clear.
That shit was in the first half.
He threw for 250 yards, and he got them in position to win the game. He just didn't convert. Tied the game, and he just couldn't convert. Now, so that's calling out names. I got one more shout out to calling out names. I'm gonna shout out LeBron right now. LeBron James just became seventh on the all-time steals list. Guess who he passed?
Kobe.
No. You're close there though.
Pippen.
Yes.
Oh, call out names again.
Oh yeah.
Call out names.
Scotty was tripping. Scotty. I forgot about that.
Bro.
Hey,
Scotty was wild.
Listen, Scottie Pippen is the basketball version of Snoop Dogg.
I need to know this parallel.
Wait, from Long Beach?
Well, because Snoop always lying. and telling different versions of stories.
Mhm.
Same thing with Pippen.
That's
If you
that's why it's called Snoop Lion.
huh?
That's why it's called Snoop Lion.
Yo, Nick, you're insane. You're insane.
Listen. If you go back, there's clips of Pippen saying Jordan is the GOAT. And then
Yeah,
he got out of Jordan and he said Bron is the GOAT. And now he said he's better than Bron.
He said he's also that if he wasn't on the Bulls, he'd still have 6 rings.
No, he wouldn't have.
no, you wouldn't have.
If he would have went to Atlanta, I think he would still would have got at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, but not, he wouldn't have won 6.
He would have won 6 though.
No. Yes, there's no way he wins 6. But see, Scotty is. It's hard to defend Scotty because Scotty has some points. But Scotty was a very pivotal part in their winning. Let's not do that. There's no argument about that at all. But dog, the stuff you say is so crazy. It's just like I can't defend you, dog.
Hey, stupid. Hey, y'all, I'm Scottie Pippen. Pass me the ball.
Hey, that's funny.
Oh, no. AC, you wrong for that, bro.
Scottie Pippen was his skill set was perfect to play next to Michael Jordan. That was the type of player that Jordan needed as his Robin. Relax, Mark. That's a player he needed as his sidekick. He needed a guy like him.
He groomed him, right?
Yo, you all right?
Technically, he did.
Both of them. Yo.
Relax, fam.
Hey, man, we found out.
Relax, fam.
You gotta chill out, dog.
Both Batman groomed Robin.
All right, we gotta get up out of here.
Wait. Hey, didn't Prince do a Batman? Never mind.
He did. But he, you know who he was grooming? What's the
Oh!
Apollonia.
Who was it?
Now say something.
He wanted her to get in his little red Corvette.
He was the man in town.
Whatever it was.
All right, let's get up out of here, man. All right, Friday.
That bitch was fine as a motherfucker.
One of the finest motherfuckers ever touched planet.
Yeah.
Nigga, what? Jesus Christ.
I bet it was a purple rain that night. Yeah, I'm sorry, I said that low. Friday night, we'll be back here previewing championship Sunday. You hear this, dude?
Yeah.
It's also Rivals Week in the NBA, so whatever that means. I'm sorry, my dreamer. Forgive me. I'm sorry, my dreamer. Forgive me.
You said it's Rivals Week?
It's Rivals Week in the NBA.
Oh, that's why the Lakers lost to the Clippers the other night. All right, go ahead, John.
Shut up.
Oh, I
Shut
thought he
up.
said it's Rubbers Week.
Oh, I don't do that.
No, y'all both insane. All right, tomorrow, Sports4U Wrestling.
Hey, we almost went a whole show without doing it.
Dang, man.
Shout out to the beat.
Shout out to BC.
Shout out to BC. Yeah, Sports4U Wrestling tomorrow, 7:15. Me and Terrell tomorrow. Kenzie's pulling up to the show tomorrow.
He gonna be here.
No, he's gonna be on live. He'll be on the live show. Our boys Marshall Mike's gonna be on the show with us tomorrow as well. Mark, Ill Will, No Rules, 7:30 on IG Live. Make sure you follow No Rules Podcast on IG Live. Get the notifications on.
True.
We'll be back Friday night to preview Championship Sunday and look ahead to the final game before the big game.
Look for head before the big game.
And we'll see y'all then. Yo, you stupid. Subscribe to Sports4U on YouTube. Like us on Facebook. X on Instagram. Yo, y'all both wild.
Half off.
At John Watson 0984 X on Instagram. Highmark on Instagram. Highmark on X. 990 on Instagram. Shout out to Tig. Happy belated birthday to the Tig.
Yeah, birthday, Nestor, what the hell I did?
Yeah, dude's wild, man. Dude's really wild. And
oh my God.
You got more for you merch.
Oh, we got some new shit happening too.
Yeah, we got some new.
We can put a picture up soon.
Yeah, real soon. I guess it might break up some more relationships in the future as well, or
Oh
it
well.
might make the people together.
Listen, either your relationships are strengthened with us because we don't. Never mind. All right, we out of here.
This has been Sports for You. I'm John. That's Mark.
Yeah.
That's Nick. Shout out to the comment section. We'll see y'all Friday night. Peace.